Hey, before the video gets started, just wanted to say I made a Discord for the YouTube channel so that you guys can follow the progress of some of the videos, maybe help me out. I'll be posting stuff like some behind-the-scenes content, screenshots, how I make the triggers and some of the scripts if you're interested in that sort of stuff. Also, if you want to give some recommendations for the videos or some criticisms or just want to chat, you can also do that. The link to the Discord can be found down below in the description, but if you don't care, then enjoy the video.
After losing the radar station, we knew the Covenant was trying to go for our intelligence, so we had to use what we still had left. Some of our spy sats we decided to position over the continental United States to try to use to our advantage, and maybe get some intel on where they were setting up. We found out their strong points, and knew that we couldn't hit those, but that also meant we could find their weak points. And after finding out that the embassy had a direct line to it from the suburbs of the city, we knew that was our next target, and we had to go on the offensive this time.
Welcome back, everybody, to episode 4 of the Halo campaign. Guess that's what we'll be calling it for now. But as you can see, obviously there is a lot different from the map setup alone compared to the other 3 episodes thus far. This episode is going to be getting into a, obviously much more urban and developed area of the, I guess, United States. Yeah, I mean, obviously that's where the series is taking place. But, this is probably the outskirts of a city. Not entirely sure on location, but it'll give you a good enough idea. Getting into this, though, first of all, huge thank you to, obviously, the Silent Cartographer team, Guga, everybody else working on the mod. Would not be able to make the Halo videos without those, obviously. Another huge thank you to Wiga and his Assault Squad 2 Call of Duty mod, because majority of the assets on this map and the map itself was made by Wiga. I ported it directly from AS2 to CTA, so I would not bother wasting your time trying to look for where you can get these assets to Call to Arms unless you're going to port them yourself. I won't be uploading this port just because it's a pretty rough port and it doesn't do any justice to what Wiga has created in AS2, and also I do not have the permission to do that. So I would save your time trying to ask for me to upload this map, because I'm not going to upload his assets without his permission. But I did make some adjustments to the map to make it work better in Call to Arms. I added some trees, grass, some of the Halo assets, some small decals here and there just to touch it up. But majority of the map is created by Wiga, so obviously I'll just give full credits to him. But I won't go on for too far, and I'm not going to really show what's on this map, what assets lie ahead. But the big change is going to be the U.S. is on the offensive this time. The past 3 videos, they have been playing defense, trying to stop, this Covenant push through the United States. But this video is going to be a little different. Hopefully the U.S. can take a victory. If they take the city outskirts with the assets they have, then obviously it'll be a victory. If they don't, then it'll be another loss. Honestly, it could swing either way, once again. Last video, obviously, was a complete blowout. In terms of the United States getting ran by those brutes pushing through there. But I'm excited for this one. I really hope the U.S. can pull a victory, because I want to see them get something out here, because it's been a rough past couple videos. So without talking too much random shit, I guess we'll just get right on into it. Although to start things off, we're just going to have a pretty small U.S. Marine Force with a Striker leading the push. Striker's obviously going to be helping a lot with soaking up some of that plasma damage and picking off some of that infantry without losing any men, at least too much, ideally. I am going to be loosely controlling the U.S. forces for this video, just so I can, move them up the map because it's stuck. But past that, I'm not really going to try to interfere with the battle at all. I'm just going to let the AI do its thing. Not too formidable of a Covenant force here. As you can see, we got an elite, couple grunts, and a jackal back there thus far. So obviously, Covenant's going to be caught off guard by this push because they do not have a big defense on the city outskirts. So that's going to be good for the Marines because obviously this push is not going to be looking too rough. Looks like that striker is going to be moving up on its own though, so I believe that's going well. Looks like we've got some explosive rounds coming in the back here. Looks like it's coming from an elite ultra though. Holy shit. Okay, the striker just absolutely went up. The Marines are quickly losing their armor here though. It's going to make this push a little more challenging, but definitely not impossible, especially with this elite ultra shooting those explosive round. I believe that's an ultra. If I'm saying that wrong, then feel free to correct me. I do get the elite names wrong sometimes. Looks like the Marine go for the high ground up here though. It's going to help a bit. Maybe I'll send a couple more Marines up there to try to help him you know, get that advantage. Plasma grenades are starting to land though, and obviously we know there's a there's a very prevalent history of those decimating infantry. So taking out those elites is definitely going to be priority. But that's there's a Banshee flying overhead. You have to watch out for some strafing rounds on that. Looks like the Covenant are definitely starting to send some more forces this way now that they know there is a push going on. 2 elites coming up with the energy swords. We're going to see what they do. They're going to throw a plasma grenade somewhere and absolutely miss. Good job. One elite down. Looks like the second one's coming in. That Banshee's definitely taking some strafes now, as you can hear. And we've got bugs up there in the back, which is going to make it really tough on this infantry to hold this line. Looks like we only got, give or take, 4 or 5 Marines left. I don't believe there's any Marines back here. So it's going to be interesting to see what they can do. Though it looks like there is some reinforcements pulling up the side. And the Marines are bringing out their new toys. And that is right. There is now a Warthog on the U.S. forces side. So we're going to pull these hogs out a little bit. Try to help clean up some of this infantry. And, you know, keep the momentum of this push going. Got some more infantry coming up through the back. Looks like some of them are getting stuck back here. So I'm just going to move them up a little bit. Just to, you know, help out. Try to get this going. But, yeah. These Warthogs are going to be vital to this push. Obviously, it's going to give the Marines a new toy to try to fight some of this company. I'm going to reman this Warthog. It looks like both the driver and gunner were taken out. But obviously, Warthogs, 2 of them especially, is going to be making quick work of the Covenant infantry pushing down here. Damn, this is cool. I'm really loving this, especially with the urban environment. I think this is great. Some of these Marines might want to pull them back, though. I think it's smarter if these Warthogs are taking the push to try to soak up some of that fire, so the infantry don't have to take it and obviously go down. But we're gonna move these hogs up a little bit, just so they can keep this push going. Looks like it's quieting down a little bit, which is good for the Marines because it'll obviously give them a break, take care of themselves, bandage up as you can see here, and let everybody rearm a little bit. Although it looks like something's taking some deep shots down there. It's getting a little quiet. Run on the flank. I believe I heard an elite somewhere over here. Where was that? Well, you can hear him. There is a chance he's stuck in this building, although he did just throw it. No, there he is. He was hiding somewhere. I completely missed him. But let's start. It looks like some of these Marines are getting a little excited over here. I believe they are repairing that one Warthog. Oh, I love the sound of that Warthog. But let's move up some of this remaining infantry. I don't know if that Warthog got fixed. It is missing a gunner, so we're gonna throw somebody up there just to make sure that stays manned. I believe that Warthog's stuck a little bit. It is far too quiet, I would say. I don't know why. Oh, well, we're just gonna act like that didn't happen. There's one more elite up here. Looks like he's gonna hide in this car somehow. I don't know what happened there exactly, but I'm gonna try to keep moving this infantry up. There we go. I think the Warthogs are unstuck now. Great.
Yeah.
Make sure we got this infantry moving here.
I'm listening.
I'm a little worried though. All right, there it is. Looks like we are getting some resistance again here, but be interesting to see what's going to be pushing across this. Although it looks like there's a small but considerable force pushing across this bridge down here. 3 elites and a shitload of jackals. Obviously, those jackals are going to be soaking up a lot of fire with those shields, which is going to allow the elites to take some stronger plasma shots at the Marines from the back. Looks like there's a couple bugs here on the left flank as well, but nothing that should be too much of an issue. We're going to move these warthogs up because those Marines are taking some pretty considerable fire. Even more bugs pulling up. We're going to stop that push and try to help out here. Because these Marines are taking a lot of fire. That plasma grenade, we're going to get some of the Marines away from that, but not too many. Looks like we are losing majority of our infantry. Yeah, the driver of that warthog was killed. We still have a driver on this one, though. But it looks like they are going to be able to pick off most of these bugs, which is quite surprising. I was waiting for a plasma grenade or something to land on one of these hogs and blow both of them up, which obviously would have killed most of this push. So far, so good, although the infantry side of things has obviously taken a lot of casualties. Yeah, especially on this push alone, let alone all the way back here. Though it looks like there's an Ultra. I just found him trying to take a flank on us real quick. So we're going to try to take him out. It's like both the Warthogs are going to be focusing on different infantry. Not too good. War on two fronts over here. He's going to snipe that the gunner on this Warthog. But looks like we're going to be using our remaining infantry to try to man the remaining Warthogs. I don't believe we have any other infantry over here. Does not look like it. Quite barren. Alright, looks like we got some infantry back here. Let's just find out if we've got any stragglers anywhere. I don't believe so. Sometimes some of the Marines get lost. Yeah, we got a couple back here. So we're going to try to regroup them with obviously the rest of this. Or I wouldn't call this a huge push anymore, but the remaining few Marines up here, we're going to try to get them linked up. Don't know what they were doing back there, but there's another elite back here. It looks like. Thought I heard one earlier. Maybe it was this guy. Maybe it was another one. We're gonna see what they can do here to try to. So he's gonna be taking shots. This elite is booking it somewhere, but it is a 2-on-1. Hopefully they can take out this one elite. Although it looks like they are. They broke his shields. That's a good start. Nice. All right. Looks like those Marines. Oh. I think I accidentally clicked the mini-map there. Alright, cool. So it looks like they were able to take out that elite. So now they are ready to regroup with the rest of the force, which is actually working out pretty well because this Marine looks like he's fixing up this tire. Yep. And that is good. We are going to have one extra Marine than room in the hogs, but that is okay. Although, I don't know where that second Marine went, so maybe... Oh, there he is. We're just going to tell him to go up here. And we're going to continue this push. Looks like all we've got now are the hogs, though. I'm going to wait for this other hog. I don't know what he's doing. Going the wrong way. Alright, perfect. Shooting that dead elite just to make sure he's dead, I guess. Prove a point, I don't know. This guy is standing up in his seat. I don't think I've ever seen that. Don't know if that's a bug or a feature, but we'll take it as a feature for now. Pretty formidable push. Looks like we've got a ghost here backing up the couple elites, grunts, jackals. Pretty standard infantry dynamic, though. That looks like one of those warthogs is finally going to go down, and probably a second, maybe, with this plasma grenade. Nope, not yet. Not quite. But it is looking like this is going to be a little rough for the UNSC, or not UNSC. Sorry, it's starting to look like the UNSC with these the armor and obviously the warthog. That may have disabled that warthog. I don't know why else they would have just hopped out of there. I can't tell, but it looks like this is going to be the end of this push if these Marines can't somehow hold out. But I don't see how they could, given the immense amount of fire coming towards them right now, especially with the ghost as well. Looks like there's just one more Marine patching himself up. This is going to be quite the last stand. Looks like the grunts are going to be picking him off, and that's going to be it. Although not before further reinforcements are obviously on their way. Quite a push coming in with the Bradley and the Abrams and a shitload of infantry. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens here. Obviously some heavy armor coming up with a lot of infantry, which is looking like a very favorable combination. Gonna try to move this Bradley. I think some of the vehicles are getting stuck on I think this is exactly where the Warthogs got stuck almost, actually. So we're just gonna move them on through here. I don't know what is quite getting them stuck, but I'll just push him on through somewhere around this green cart. And okay, another friendly fire there. Bound to happen. Bradley's taking some deep shots at some of those jackals. Looks like the ghost must have went back with some of that other infantry because I do not see them now. But oh, looks like that Abrams got a little too excited there. We're gonna keep this push going. Got a lot of infantry, a lot of armor. Are these on free move? Yeah, it's probably not good. Okay. Nope. All right. Vehicles seem to not like some of the road work here. I believe there are a couple, I don't know, somewhere over here. I believe there's some Covenant. Seems to be what this infantry is focused on now, but obviously we'll let them pick them off as the, I believe some of the main force moved up a little bit. Don't know, but we're going to keep this armor pushing because obviously we want to secure the main objective up here and get the city outskirts, ideally if we can, for the Marines here. Looks like that Abram is going to be taking a shot over here. I believe they just killed the infantry. The rest of these Marines don't look too actually, never mind. They're definitely still trying to get over there. We're not too... we don't care too much about a couple of the Covenant infantry. They're probably stuck in the building, honestly. So let these squad of Marines deal with them, and if they can get them, then good enough. We are going to keep the rest of this infantry pushing up, though. Try to keep the armor in front, obviously, since that is smart. It looks like this Abrams and Bradley are still locked on to whatever Covenant unit is way the fuck back there. Although it looks like they are going to be taking some hits up here as they spin their guns around. A load of Covenant infantry pushing up now with a lot of elites. Got plasma, I don't remember the plasma turret back there with the hunter. Anyways, here we go. That Abrams taking a shot at some of that infantry. It's going to be interesting to see how much damage these hunters can deal to both the Bradley and the Abrams, though, because obviously that is a rather formidable opponent for both the armor. So, looks like that hunter is taking a shot at the Bradley. Don't know how much damage it did, if any at all, to the armor. But it looks like it is going to be taking a lot of fire combined from both the Bradley and the Abrams, and that hunter is going to go down. I don't know where the second hunter went, but it looks like it's taken down nonetheless, as well as that plasma turret. Although there it is, now I see it. The hunter did get some pretty considerable damage on the track of the Bradley here. So hopefully they can repair that and get that up and running. But for now, we will just continue with the Abrams and the remaining infantry. Here we go. We've got a pretty considerable amount of infantry pushing up with this Abrams, which is obviously going to be looking favorable for the Marines to take this last part of the city here. Here we go. Looks like there's a focus rifle back there taking heavy shots on the MG gunner up here, as well as a Phantom coming in to drop off some infantry as it flies by. That's definitely going to be supporting a lot of this Covenant defense here. Abrams is losing some side armor. Looks like the Elite's taking the high ground up there as well. This is going to be a very hard push for the humans to try to counter all this Abrams, unless they've got some considerable AT on the Covenant side. It's most likely going to be able to hold off some of this push, although it is looking a little rough. Most of that infantry getting hit right off the bat here, as you can see. So we're going to bring this Abrams back just a bit. Probably smart to load this with HE, though, at this point, since it doesn't look like there's much Covenant armor here on the outskirts of this city. We should probably try to reman this Bradley just to see if he can take any shots from a distance and help support this infantry. Some of the Covenant going for a flank, though. It looks like Abrams trying to stop that, because obviously them pushing that flank is going to probably be sealing the deal on the last remaining squad or two of Marines. Obviously they're significantly outnumbered, but the Marines do have that firepower advantage with this Abrams still being up. So another plasma grenade going back. Not going to take anyone out, but these Marines are getting hit very hard right now. So we're going to try to move them back, get them some amount of cover, ideally. This Bradley's taking shots from the rear. Looks like there is still that second hunter, it looks like. Obviously the priority is going to be this Bradley taking out that hunter, because that hunter could take out the Bradley from behind. Although it looks like the Bradley does not give a shit. So if the Bradley gets taken out, don't blame it on me. So a couple of grunts and jackals getting past the Abrams. Look at the Abrams dealing with most of the elites back there. Only one Marine left on this initial push with the Abrams, minus the Hunter far back here. Although it looks like that focus rifle is still trying to pick off some of that Marine infantry back here. I believe that is the focus rifle. Yeah, there it is. Looks great. I believe that's an elite ranger. Yeah, I think that's a ranger. Either way, this Hunter's still soaking up some of that infantry. I don't know why the Bradley is not wanting to focus on it. Probably because the Bradley's disabled. That would make sense. I knew if the Bradley was not going to take out that Hunter quick enough, then it definitely was going to be taking out the Bradley from behind. I think the Hunter was pretty smart. I believe it went behind the buildings as soon as his boy got taken out by the Abrams, which is why I missed it. But either way, it did its job and did take out that Bradley, although it looks like the Abrams is going to be sealing the deal on that one. So we're going to continue to move up this push. Looks like we only have one Marine with this Abrams. A pretty sad final push. Definitely a costly victory for the Marines here, though. But it looks like they are going to be sealing the deal on this battle. But not before the Abrams is able to take out that last elite. And I believe that is going to be it. It looks like the Marines have secured this embassy area. Obviously going to be helping out a lot with finally having a human win here. A lot of casualties along the way, though, unfortunately. But taking this embassy is obviously going to make it way easier for the humans to try to retake some of the cities and other states they've lost at this point in the war. Looks like we've got some reinforcements coming in here. Now that they know we have secured the embassy area, they're going to start moving up some of those supply trucks and get ready to retake the main part of the city, presumably in the next battle. But this is finally going to be a human win, like I said, so that's exciting. I had really fun doing this one. It took a while to set up, but if you have any other ideas for future battles, as always, leave a comment down below. Casualties on this one, definitely going to be favoring the Covenant, or well, I guess the humans, since the Covenant had far more casualties. Looks like we do have some stranded survivors back here from the Marines. But the Warhogs are really cool. Obviously, as I said in the last video, US is slowly starting to roll out some new tech. Last video was the armor. This one looks like they got some Warthogs, so no more MRAVs or Humvees, it looks like, since now we've got the Hog and presumable Hog variants coming up. So it'll be interesting to see what technology they get for further videos and how the Covenant are going to be adapting to that. But yeah, pretty successful battle. A lot of casualties on both sides. So if you enjoyed, go ahead and sub, like. If you didn't, dislike. And I'll see you all in the next one.